Welcome to Every Dull Moment. I'm Greg Blythe, and today we're going to have some fun sharpening a steel called ZDP189. Now, we've opened this knife before. I don't know if it's been a year ago, but you haven't seen it in quite a while. And honestly, with all the knives in the house, it doesn't really get used. So it's going to be definitely something of a little bit of a pain to dull a knife that we know is extremely sharp. So this knife, this Yoshida Hamon ZDP189 knife that we purchased from Sharp Edge Knife, has a certain type of steel, and I'm going to show you that it's stamped into the steel itself. Okay, so this particular knife also has a custom handle by Josh of Let's Handle This, which I think needs some oil. It looks like I need to take better care of it. So this knife is going to be extremely sharp. So today we're going to dull it and sharpen it. And so let's just talk about the type of steel, why we've chosen this, and what's going on today. So ZDP189 is a stainless steel, and typically stainless comes from chromium, and there are other factors as well, but this has an extremely high 20% chromium, off the charts. It has a much higher carbon, chromium. All the little things that come in behind are all to make this knife hard. And on the Rockwell hardness scale that we use all the time, we're used to knives being in 60, 61, 62. We get a little bit more exotic around 63, 64. We've even had some on at 65, but we've jumped up to the full max of this steel, 67. So this will be the hardest knife that I've ever sharpened. There are some more exotic steels out there that I don't own or I haven't messed with in any way, shape, or form. So one of the things that I had stated in a video, which I'll put a link above, so I think I misstated. I didn't go back and watch it, but I might have talked about its vanadium, which actually isn't high, but vanadium would make it very hard and difficult to sharpen. Every one of you reached out and let me know that I should be able to sharpen this on regular stone. So that's what we're gonna do. So I had to pick some stones. I decided I haven't used the Nano Hone product for a while, so I went ahead and got it out. And today we are going to dull the knife and then sharpen it from dull, from whatever, putting it on the stone will do, with the 1,000, 3,000, 6,000. And then I'm just going to do some passes on the 10K that might be considered overkill. From what I also understand is that the burr on the ZDP189, these super hard steels, comes away easily. So I went ahead and got a brand new strop, never been used, Tokushu knife. Tony and Zach sent this to me. There is no compound on this, so there are no diamonds or any type of aluminum oxide or anything.
Yeah, no, pulled it out of the plastic.
Pulled it out of the plastic, so it's going to get used for the first time today. And we'll just see how well it removes the burr. Okay, so nothing is going to change on my technique. I'm still going to use the same sharpening angle. If you had diamond stones, which I do own, it should make quicker work of this. But the goal is since everyone doesn't have the money to buy diamond stones or cubic boron nitride CBN stones, to see if we can get it done with regular stones. It should take us longer than normal. We're going to find out if it takes us longer than normal, at least with the NANOHONE product. Okay, so first off, let's just go ahead and take a look and see if the knife itself is currently sharp.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. And that is a really nice sound that it made. So obviously this is going to be quite painful.
Now it's an icky sound.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Let's see.
I only did extra today because I'm like, it still might actually be sharp. Wouldn't that be hilarious? So we now know it is not sharp. So we were able to catch something there. So we'll
A little bit towards the...
we'll go towards right here.
Okay.
So we have a dull knife. Okay. So the NANOHONE products are splash and go. So we're going to go ahead and get set up. So we have the, make sure I've got it, I had it upside down. So we got the 1000. So for those of you, again, who don't know, splash and go means literally you splash water and you go. All right, so I've got a 1 and a 3 out here. I can move this out the way. I am going to just kind of do a once over to make sure it's a little even, to get a little bit of a slurry on the stone.
Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to flatten them or...
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure these stones are flat. That wasn't really, or the, you know, it was just, let's just get a little working slurry. Okay. So let's see how long it takes to get a burr. I'll let my wife get down a little bit more parallel to show you the angle. I do kind of bend my wrist a little bit just on that little bit of a curve. Doesn't have a lot of belly.
Why would I? In my mind, I would have thought that it would have sounded louder on...
There's no reason, though. I think the loud normally comes
metal,
from the grit.
Just the grit. But
And so it's just a 1000. So we're trying to use the whole stone.
sounds pretty smooth.
I can say that I think we see a little bit of load in the middle of the stone. And I don't know if that's a stone thing or a metal from this knife thing. And that means when I move this and you still see the dark that doesn't move, that's there, that means metal is loading up. Okay, but the burr is there. I mean, really nice. I don't know that that was excessive.
No.
Could be a NANOHONE thing. A NANOHONE 1000 might be a little bit more aggressive. I just needed a little bit more on the tip. So we're in South Carolina, and it's my sinus season. So I apologize for any coughing that I don't edit out or sneezing.
Fall allergies in the South.
Yeah. So I will say, as far as the NANOHONE product in this steel, I feel like that there's tremendous load. I feel like the stone's not cutting anymore. You can see the two line, like the product that's not moving. But I will say that it made quick work of the ZDP189 steel. Now, just so I don't hear anything from it, I can currently dip my fingers in this water, which has not been polluted by another stone. That will change once I go to the higher grit. I cannot put my fingers in the water. Okay, so what I'll say, whether it's a NANOHONE thing or a ZDP189 thing, is the burr is micro. It's evident. It's not extremely like humongous, but definitely obviously there. So for those of you who maybe haven't caught, I've got a video called Sharpening 50/50. Are you sure? So it's very easy for me to flip this knife over and flip a burr over. What then happens though is there's not the same amount of metal removed on the apex of this side. So I might get a burr like really fast for the most part. Down here needs a little bit, the tip needs a little bit. But I also just want to make sure that I do a certain amount of passes on that side of the blade if I'm looking for a 50/50. I mean, if you don't mind a 70/30, or then you can do less passes on the other side. Very nice. Let's do the bottom here. There we go. So I'm doing this because I think we could all see that there was tremendous load. You can see how dark it is. I'm even gonna just,
Cool design.
yeah, you can see the amount of load in the stone. So is that the ZDP steel? I don't know that we ever had that product with the NANOHONE, like the NANOHONE product. I don't think we ever seen that problem. So that would be interesting to like later sharpen a different knife on it.
Yeah, to see.
And I actually think from doing all that, that it would probably take a little bit more aggressive. So just so you guys know, the NL8 product is a NANOHONE product. The diamonds in it will be able to cut anything, even other diamonds. But the grit on it is very fine. So I could spend forever with fine diamonds doing this, or I could go a little bit more aggressive. We're going to move on for the sake of the video, but I just wanted you to understand this particular NANOHONE product and its purpose. Okay, so I'm going to leave that in there. So we have the 3000 over here. So I am going to wipe away any 1000 grit particles. Okay, so again, clean water, so I can go right at it. Trying to get the whole stone. So again, I don't believe we had any kind of load problems with other steels. So I'm definitely interested in finding out later in a different video, you know, if the NANOHONE product's loading up because of the ZDP particles. So we're on a 3000 now, which isn't really sharpening, it's polishing.
You feel anything?
It's super subtle, and I think that's just the polish. So again, what I read was that the burr just falls off so easily, so it could be that it's doing that it's abrading away on the 3000. So I know I did the time. You know what I mean? I know I did the time on the stone to polish each side of the apex. So I am so interested now in going back and watching my own review. I don't think we sharpened anything on the review of this product, so I'll have to go back on a Whetstone war. Okay.
Oh, for NANOHONE?
Yeah.
For those stones, yeah.
Yeah, so we have moved up to the 3000. We have now cleaned away the particles. All right, so there I'm bringing no particle contribution. We're going to use fresh water that we just got. Okay. I'm going to get crap from someone if I put this on there.
Do you want
So my wife is going to rinse this off. It's okay. Everybody knows what you're doing, honey. Thank you so much. So we have, so just so you guys know, we're
shut off.
We're going, we're doing all the steps we can. So this is the 6K.
It's nothing. Okay.
And obviously you expect it to be glassy, so. So I know that some people are going to comment as well as like, how much pressure am I putting on? I mean, I don't need a lot of pressure. I'm just letting the scratches on the side of the apex collapse and abrade with the stone. So let's keep that in mind. We're not necessarily trying to forcibly sharpen the knife on the 6K. We're doing passes to make, since there's scratches and ditches on the side of the apex, we're trying to get all that metal to cut away, to collapse in upon itself. Okay. So I don't really feel a burr. So whether the burr got removed on the 3000 or the 6,
I was like, do we even need?
I'm just polishing to polish. You know, I'm doing the time.
Okay.
Now, if for some reason you guys had the 1000 diamonds, diamond particles are able to be manufactured polycrystalline. I know there's a diamond stone that's a 6000. I don't know if there's diamonds higher than that. I know triple handmade, that's the vitrified diamond stones. I think they have a 5 or a 6000. Cubic boron nitride is not capable of getting to a grit that high. I think 1200 might be its max. Okay, so new part of the towel. So one of the great advantages to having a knife made of this steel is when you take all the time to get it sharp, it should be sharp for like a long period of time. So we have fresh water. My wife is going to, once again, just to make sure we don't hear anything from the peanut gallery. I couldn't even
Nothing
see
came
6,000
on.
grit
Yeah,
like
there's
on
literally
it,
nothing.
but we're just doing it to do it.
There was like no residue on this thing at all.
And I'm just letting you guys know, like,
There you go.
I was in a coughing fit before this video, so I'm kind of shocked that I'm doing better.
He's sharpening it, relax. Even though the allergy thing, but it does relax him.
Yeah.
It's like stress relieving.
I know a lot of you watch and see my facial tics and so on, and this a lot of times will help, but okay, so we are just polishing the side of this blade.
He does them when he's focused too, though.
I still.
Since I've known you.
I'm asking my wife, who's mic'd up. I mean, it felt like a little bit longer, wouldn't you say, sharpening the knife? Only, I think, more the unknown, like I couldn't find the burr per se.
Not really.
After the 3000, it didn't feel like unusually long.
Not really. I mean,
I've definitely lightened up on this 10,000.
I mean, maybe because you could be fast at it, but you're also doing 4 stones, and you don't always do 4.
Yeah. So again, we're just polishing the apex right now. Okay, super lightweight. I'm gonna do some like stropping techniques on the
10.
On the 10. Doing the alternating hand technique.
So fancy. So tricky.
Yeah, we got the same hand technique. Okay. All right, so we're going to clean any particles or any metal that needs to be removed away.
Kill that blade. The edge.
This steals, yeah, we're not. Okay, so brand new strop, just leather, double-sided, same leather, both sides, not a rough. It's smooth on both.
I don't know where you're gonna put that.
We'll go right here.
Okay.
So, wow, this thing feels slick and hard. This leather strop is like, my wife's laughing. Things her husband says.
We're just, yeah.
I'm married to that girl. Well, I'm telling you what, this thing is like glass. Wow.
I think you're just gonna keep doing it because you're like mesmerized.
I've never felt a strop like this.
Okay, so that's cool. That's
I mean,
something new.
it's like a frozen diamond. I mean, it's like literally the animal died in the Arctic. We dug it up, skinned it in Antarctica, and we're still standing there using it. That's how hard this leather feels. It's just interesting. Okay. Did we sharpen this knife? I mean, I'll be like, I did all of that and nothing happened. That was silent.
It was the, is it?
Just wow.
Okay.
I couldn't hear it.
Right, and your
Go
fingers
in.
were. Okay. Okay.
So, I have a paper towel. I even did something different today. I don't even know if it was working. Got a piece of just tissue from the bathroom. It's a different material. We'll see how
Toilet
that
paper's
does.
kind of thick, though.
Huh?
Our toilet paper's kind of thick.
It's. I mean, it's no problem. Other than the paper just pulling away from you. I mean,
I guess you sharpened it.
Wow. Okay. So, let's just try. Let's just see.
I don't know. It's not a weird.
Who knows, man? That's just.
I mean, it's just too small to hold, right? Jeez.
It did it.
I see that. Go ahead and smile. I know you're happy. Okay. Playing with toilet paper, folks.
Okay. Do I try the blow on it?
No. Oh my.
Let's just try. I don't know if I got it that sharp. I did paper towel that one time, right? That's
I
what
was
did.
literally going to ask you the same thing. I'm not sure. Oh boy. I don't
Don't
know.
make your face go forward and land on your knife.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's going to work this time.
Okay, that was me coughing in mid-asthmatic. Okay.
No.
Oh, it actually did cut
Started?
it. It did, yeah. Hold on. I mean, it's. I hate to do it. Like, it's right there. It did. But my breath isn't everything it needs to be for this particular test. Let me go upside down on this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I did cut it.
Spit all over the knife.
I could definitely breathe better. So it did actually cut it, and apparently I need to take some medicine. So the ZDP189, Rockwell hardness 67, Yoshida Hone. You can get this from Sharp Edge Knife.
So
The NanoHone products did it. As far as like the load up, it'll be interesting to find out if that's a ZDP189 thing, because I am positive we did not have that issue before. But super excited for NanoHone that they got it done. And this is a stupid, ridiculously sharp knife. So, excellent. Wow. Thank you for joining us. That was definitely not a dull moment, as you all know. We look forward to seeing you Friday nights at 8 o'clock. Just thanks for your support. God bless.